Alright. Now that punk in front of the crib, probably one of Barkley's boys. You blaze that fool if he creeps up toward the house, alright?
Alright, man. You think he brought anyone else?
Ain't seen that bodyguard, ain't seen no cops. So let's do this shit.
Going so soon, baby?
Yeah. I got this sports complex thing tomorrow, you know?
But I thought you were gonna spend the night with me.
Oh, I would if I could.
Lydia, what's up, baby? Hot dog.
Some fool that wants your autograph.
Baby, wait. Oh, shit.
If y'all know any prayers, I suggest
Any particular reason why Mr. Barkley's bodyguards might have been so jumpy? Well, the gentleman they assaulted is African American, so it's possible that their overzealousness was racially motivated.
Oh.
Unbelievable. This guy's so full his eyeballs are starting to turn brown.
Yep. Well, Brown Eyes pretty much called the ball game on this one. Because in the space of 5 minutes, I went from Mayor Barclay to Captain Kangaroo. I might as well have been upon that stage tap dancing, singing Mammy and
Hold up, Wayne. Now, this man's been busting his ass to protect you.
And I'm trying to protect you.
Protect me from what?
Why don't you go ahead and ask him?
Ask him what?
You ask him why the Army had his ass locked up in a psychiatric hospital.
What?
Yeah, that's right. Would you tell her that? Huh?
Wait,
You
what
tell her
the
that shit?
hell are you talking about?
The man's a killer, and I will be damned if I'm gonna let some psychotic, schizo freak hit on my sister.
Wayne.
I quit.
Do you see me crying?
You don't seem to understand. I want you to name a place and make sure to bring some ice packs and some painkillers because it's going to hurt.
My gym. 30 minutes. Let's go.
You don't get it, do you? I'm not looking for a fair fight.
Yeah, you feel that? You just stepped into it with the gym. You about to learn why they call me that. Yeah. This is gonna be a better workout than I expected.
Now, who's been talking shit about me?
Phil, we got a problem.
The story begins with Philip Sauvage, a former soldier now living under treatment at a veterans mental health facility. Years of combat have left deep scars on him. During his military service in Iraq and Afghanistan, Philip was repeatedly exposed to the horrors of war, including deadly encounters with Al-Qaeda operatives who exploited young people and turned them into human shields.
Take the shot, Phil! She's too close. Take the goddamn shot, Phil!
After years of living through these traumatic experiences, Philip is finally granted temporary leave from the Veterans Mental Health Division in an attempt to adjust to life outside the battlefield.
How come my family keeps on shrinking every time you people walk out of here?
Meanwhile, we are introduced to Wayne Barkley, a wealthy philanthropist, successful businessman, and former professional boxer who has dedicated much of his fortune to developing his local community. While working in his office, Wayne is interrupted by his sister who urgently tells him to turn on the television. Carol Singletary, a notorious rapper, has just been released from prison after serving only 18 months of a 10-year sentence.
The DA promised the man to be serving no less than 8 years. This was not supposed to happen.
The news comes as a shock to Wayne and his family because Terrell's imprisonment was the result of Wayne's actions, meaning his sudden release could put Wayne and everyone close to him in serious danger.
And you want to know what his first order of business will be? To send a message to whoever put him away.
His family warns him not to underestimate the situation and strongly advises him to hire professional protection.
Sergeant Major Clarence Bowden.
Wayne's business manager recommends hiring Clarence Bowden, a war veteran.
Does your friend understand the finer nuances of executive protection?
Pentagon had him in charge of primary subject security in Afghanistan. Bodyguard and generals.
I found us a gig.
Clarence informs Philip of a joint employment opportunity. Meanwhile, Terrell is released from prison, enters a limousine, and returns home, expressing his intent to seek revenge on Wayne, ignoring his attorney's counsel to keep a low profile.
This is Uncle T. You're on probation. If the district attorney even knew you were talking this way, gonna know.
Sergeant Major.
Simultaneously, Clarence and Philip arrive at the office of Wayne's sister Tamara Barkley for a job interview.
His opponent isn't wearing gloves. His opponent is playing for keeps.
That's the kind of arena we understand.
Tamara outlines the security scenario and potential duties. Afterward, Tamara confides in her assistant that she feels uncertain about Philip.
Something about him seemed, I don't know, unsettling.
She hates me.
Philip explains that his unusual behavior stems from post-traumatic stress disorder, while Clarence urges him to go easy on himself, sharing he experienced trauma after returning from Vietnam.
Hell, might even put a smile on your face.
Been to that club before.
To evaluate their skills, Tamara takes Wayne to a nightclub with minimal security. Inside, Clarence and Philip scout the perimeter, but Philip is suddenly overcome by PTSD, experiencing vivid flashbacks triggered by intense lights and throbbing music. Observing this, Tamara informs her assistant that Philip is unsuitable for the job. When approached, Philip steps outside to monitor the area, spotting Terrell's vehicle driving past packed with armed associates. As the night ends, Clarence informs Philip that Tamara chose not to hire him, a decision Philip admits he anticipated upon entering her office.
That's life, huh?
Shortly after, Wayne exits the club, pausing to sign autographs. Terrell's associates drive past and open fire. Philip reacts instantly, using his weapon to shield Wayne. Clarence acts as a human shield, taking multiple hits and collapsing. Wayne neutralizes the remaining two gunmen, only to find Clarence fatally wounded.
Button.
The next day, a funeral is held for Clarence, attended by Philip, Wayne, and Tamara. Delivering the eulogy, Philip describes Clarence as his closest friend and guidance.
He served his country well and took care of his friends. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye.
Impressed, Tamara suggests employing Philip as Wayne's lead security guard, offering him the position after the service.
Heads up.
Is there a problem, officers?
However, Detective Teague interrupts and arrests Philip for discharging a firearm in public without authorization.
He killed those 3 civilians with.
In self-defense.
Tamara and Wayne emphasize that Philip acted in self-defense, but the detective insists they present their case to a judge.
We never expected no crazy motherfucker with an Uzi to come at us.
Meanwhile, at Terrell's mansion, henchmen report that Wayne survived. Enraged, Terrell orders the execution of one henchman as a warning, declaring the rest must eliminate Wayne or face death.
Yo, I know this piece of ass he been hitting, named Lydia. Lydia?
One henchman mentions Lydia, Wayne's love interest, plotting to ambush Wayne during their next meeting.
A very timely basis.
My brother wants this man on payroll by tomorrow morning. We'll do it. Ain't got no time to mess around.
Shortly thereafter, Tamara secures Philip's release, requesting he assemble and lead a security team, a task Philip accepts. Days later, Detective Teague summons Wayne to the police station, displaying military photos of Philip and revealing he was committed to a mental institution after an Iraq incident involving civilian deaths, branding him hazardous and unpredictable.
There was a massacre of civilians in Mosul. Philip Sauvage is the guy who single-handedly massacred those kids. According to military psychologists, he's a walking time bomb.
That evening, Philip attends dinner at the Barkley residence. Tamara greets him, and they share a meal while watching Wayne's past boxing matches. Wayne arrives, visibly agitated by the detective's revelation, though he withholds the information.
Why don't you give me one of those DVDs? You can watch it at home.
Can I get a few things straight with you before I get started?
Philip shifts the conversation to operational matters, criticizing Wayne's existing security detail as inadequate. The following day, Wayne brings Philip to his boxing gym to recruit security team members. Philip expresses disappointment, asserting that they need experienced tactical professionals rather than novice fighters.
How can I do my job and babysit amateurs at the same time?
Come on!
Wayne persuades him to give the athletes a chance, noting that every professional was once an amateur. Evaluating the trainees, Philip dismisses a female participant, stating he requires only strong men.
Whoa. Yo, man.
She challenges his assumption by entering the ring, demonstrating exceptional skill with a flurry of punches.
Pretty good, huh?
Impressed, Philip accepts her onto the team. Shortly after, Tactical instructor Casey joins Philip to assist in training recruits, focusing on weapons handling.
Damn.
During a target session, the female recruit asks Philip how many people he has killed, triggering a painful war flashback. Philip recovers quickly and instructs her to complete the drill.
Take the gun.
Okay. Eddie, soldier?
Later that evening, Philip visits Tamara to report on progress. Returning to his hotel, he spots someone hiding in bushes, Wayne attempting to secretly visit Lydia.
All right, man, look. I got a private rendezvous with a certain young lady. You feel me?
Philip insists on accompanying him. Upon arrival, Wayne meets Lydia while Philip secures the perimeter. Wayne's driver notices an approaching vehicle filled with Terrell's goons and attempts to alert Wayne, who remains preoccupied inside.
Let's do this.
Terrell's henchmen barge into the house, threatening Wayne at gunpoint.
If y'all know any prayers, I suggest.
Philip intervenes immediately, disarming the attackers using hand-to-hand combat. The driver assists in securing one neutralized assailant. Casey arrives shortly after, and the group deliberates on handling the captured thugs.
Come on, man.
Want a piece of me too, punk?
Despite Philip's warnings regarding high risk, Wayne announces his intention to attend a sports complex grand opening the following day.
Let's go.
Prior to the event, Philip confides in Casey that he senses an impending threat due to Wayne's exposure, suggesting Wayne allow Tamara to take the stage instead, a proposal Wayne rejects.
I'm starting to believe those folks been calling you a nut.
And what folks might those be?
You better bring me.
4-minute warning on the mayor.
Talk to you, boy.
Soon after, the mayor arrives, and the presentation begins. While Wayne speaks, Philip identifies a suspicious individual in the crowd. The man is identified as Cinco, Terrell's primary associate. As Cinco reaches into his pocket, guards assume he is drawing a weapon, triggering widespread panic. Detective Teague arrives and discovers Cinco was merely reaching for his phone.
You mean this?
As reporters gather, Teague publicly ridicules Wayne's security detail, calling them inexperienced and alleging the altercation was racially motivated.
Unbelievable.
The space of 5 minutes, I went from Mayor Barclay to Captain Kangaroo.
Furious over the public humiliation, Wayne publicly labels Philip a mentally unstable individual belonging in an institution.
And I will be damned if I'm gonna let some psychotic, schizo freak hit on my sister.
Tamara, unaware of the full context, leaves in confusion. Philip instructs a team member to follow and protect Tamara, then directly confronts Wayne. Feeling disgraced, Philip resigns and challenges Wayne to a fight at his gym, which Wayne accepts.
My gym. 30 minutes.
At the gym, Wayne enters the ring fully prepared. Philip clarifies that the fight will be a mixed martial arts match rather than traditional boxing.
The end result's gonna be the same. This is gonna be a better workout than I expect. Holy shit. Near me. Just that to it with the gym.
The two engage in a duel that culminates in a deadlock, both men clutching each other's throats. Suddenly, Casey and team members burst into the room, announcing that Tamara has been abducted and her bodyguard critically injured. The group rushes to the hospital, where the injured guard awakens from a coma. She discloses that she does not know Tamara's location, but identifies Cinco as an attacker. Wayne insists on contacting law enforcement, but Philip cautions that doing so will alert Terrell and endanger Tamara's life, instructing the guard to remain silent if questioned.
Here to ask Miss Jessie Otero a few questions.
Well, please keep it brief.
Shortly after, a detective arrives to interrogate her, but she feigns an inability to speak, prompting medical staff to escort the detective out.
Any news on your sister?
When the detective specifically inquires about Tamara's whereabouts, Philip becomes suspicious of the officer's motives, though Wayne dismisses it as paranoia.
He's got a habit for turning up at the right time, in the right place. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
Later, while driving together, Wayne confronts Philip with the information provided by Detective Teague. Philip admits to the tragic incident from the Iraq War, explaining that he inadvertently shot an insurgent wearing a bomb vest, triggering an explosion that killed 25 children. The trauma led to his diagnosis and commitment to a mental institution. Wayne then discloses the origins of his rivalry with Terrell, explaining Terrell attempted to bribe him to throw a fight early in his career. Wayne's refusal resulted in his brother's murder, and his testimony sent Terrell to prison.
It's Lydia.
Suddenly, Lydia calls Wayne, her voice trembling under coercion, instructing him to come to her house alone. Recognizing a trap, Philip insists on accompanying Wayne. Arriving 30 minutes later, Wayne sees facial injuries on Lydia and finds Terrell's lead henchman and the corrupt detective in the living room.
Terrell Singletary is offering you an olive branch. It's up to you whether you take it or not.
Yeah, with my sister as the bargaining chip.
The detective reveals that Terrell is holding Tamara hostage, attempting to negotiate a trade. Without warning, the house lights cut out, and Philip and Casey breach the room, neutralizing the henchman in seconds. Wayne holds the corrupt detective at gunpoint, forcing him to drive them to Terrell's compound. Upon entering, Philip and Casey covertly exit the vehicle to secure the perimeter. Wayne maintains his weapon on the detective and demands to be taken to Terrell.
Yo, Terrell. You got visitors down here.
I'll be right down.
Informed of Wayne's arrival, Terrell arms himself and orders his men into the garage. Simultaneously, Terrell's attorney checks on Tamara, expressing remorse, and unlocks her handcuffs just as Philip and Casey breach the room to rescue her. In the garage, Terrell executes the corrupt detective, initiating a chaotic shootout. While Philip and Casey escort Tamara to safety, Wayne and his team engage Terrell's forces, driving off the henchmen and leaving Wayne and Terrell isolated in the garage.
I got something important to tell you, man. Come on.
Terrell attempts to negotiate a peaceful resolution, but abruptly draws a concealed firearm, wounding Wayne in the shoulder. Outside, Philip and Casey continue engaging the remaining hostiles. Terrell's attorney enters the garage to stop the violence, but Terrell shoots him instantly. Taking advantage of the distraction, Wayne engages Terrell in hand-to-hand combat. However, another armed henchman enters, leaving Wayne held at gunpoint by two men. Philip enters the garage in time to shoot the newly arrived henchman. Terrell fires directly at Philip, hitting his chest, but Philip is saved by his concealed bulletproof vest. Wayne retaliates against Terrell, overpowering him and crushing him beneath a heavy vehicle, ending his life. An ambulance arrives shortly after, confirming that all members of Philip's security team survived. In the aftermath, Wayne reunites with Lydia and reconciles with Tamara and Philip, solidifying their mutual trust. Subscribe for more dramas like this, and don't forget to like this video, it really helps the channel grow.